Okay, well, I never went to art school. I just studied zoology at Auburn, bugs and stuff. I always built Gordon's house and lived in as well. Built this little cabin when I was 14, and that's an old house studio. My friend John Henry lives in it now. He's an 83-year-old black guy. What?
Get closer to it.
That? Like that?
Yeah.
Anyway, he was plowing my garden. He just rides around the town plowing people's gardens up. And one day he was plowing my garden and plowed this big turnip up, and it had a face in it. And he's like, "Man, I'm gonna draw a picture of that." So he drew a picture of it, and I had some old paints, and he painted it, and we took it to this junk store just kind of as a joke and stuck it in the window. Put $50 on it, and the next day some guy came over and bought it. I said, "Man, if he can paint one, I'll paint one." So I painted John Henry and stuck it in the window, and somebody came along and bought that. And just went from there. But I never went to art school. I made it up. All right, keep flipping, Jake. Then after I built that cabin, I live in this one now. It's all recycled materials from an old cotton mill in Columbus, Georgia. And that's the inside. I sort of use it as my art gallery. Everything in there is for sale. My daughter left them on the bed. Those are beaver sticks. I use those a lot. I go to beaver dams and pull them out of the dams. And they're really cool. There's a sculpture back there made out of beaver sticks. That's what's in the bathroom there. And I heat the whole house with that stove right there. Even my hot water in the winter, I put it on there, and then I have a solar hose out in the yard for the summertime. So I don't have a hot water heater. Bedroom. I found that old bed spring in the dumpster. That's my part. Anyway, John Henry, that's his wedding picture there, and he's the one that, go to the next one there, Jake. That's John Henry. He drives that tractor around Sealy. He doesn't have a car, so, and he plows everybody's garden, so he plowed the garden up that time and found the turnip. And then we started having this, that's the junk store where we put the first painting that's sold, and every year we have a little art party there on the side of the road, and that's him selling his little drawings. So we've been doing that like 15 years. And I got that wagon, and we go all over the country now, and all our art piled in there. And that's my barn where my little museum. People come to the yard. I just stick my stuff out in the yard and they come up there and buy it. But they didn't have much to look at, so I made a little museum. They can tour through there and look at the stuff. People bring me all kind of weird things. Bones, a lot of bones. So a lot of skulls. And we have an auction and sale called Possum Drop. All kind of stuff comes through there. I bought all those shoes one night, a whole truckload of shoes, and made all this stuff in this little basket. That's the auction and seal where I get a lot of my junk to make stuff out of. Like that dish there. Just different paintings, something in that drawer. And find a lot of photographs, and well, you can see those on the wall over there. Kind of weird things. Then I was out in the woods one day and found this hog pen this old lady made, and every time the hog would root out of the pen, she would weave something else into it to keep it from getting out. It looked like a giant sculpture. She used all kinds of stuff. So I went home and started welding all these weird panels, and that's what it turned into this. It's just chalkboard. That's my intertwangalism was like an X-ray. I've been doing those for a while. Do the bones and people. Jay bought that one. I do little mini museums too, stuff I find out in the woods, bones and bird skulls. And those are all in little Singer sewing machine drawers. People are always bringing me weird stuff. That's some guy in Seal brought me his wisdom teeth and stuff like that. Or a bug at night when I'm working in there and the lights on, bugs will fly in and I'll grab them and stick them in a painting. That's a big museum show at Columbus State College I did. All kind of weird found objects. That's just another version of the bone ones with the veins and all. Before I started doing this, I was cooking barbecue on the side of the road, selling barbecue sandwiches to this paper mill. At the Possum Trot. That was the name of the restaurant. But people bring me all kind of weird stuff, and the whole museum is full of crazy things. Anyway, that's inside the museum. I've got thousands of arrowheads I found in the creek too. I collect those anatomy charts and stuff. And that skeleton's a real human skeleton that came out of the Order of Odd Fellows in Columbus, Georgia. More cow bones, that's a big bone.